Slowly but surely learning the indoor game. Watching her improve by the minute here this weekend at the Invitational. Well, again, we talked a little bit about the NSC trials, and on the men's side, we have a couple of guys that have already stamped their ticket to Season 8 in the sprint division. Michael Ringer, who is no stranger to the NSC, is making a comeback. Michael Ringer, also a NSC race team member from the Dallas-Fort Worth area, Cedar Hill native. Sabian Tinson, who will be the youngest skater so far that's qualified for Season 8. He'll be in the mix. And then Zach Stoppelmore, who's been ultra impressive, qualified in the sprints, will probably skate the endurance division. Well, here we go. Ro Burbell, Argentina's own. She is cranking it up, trying to throw down the fastest 100-meter time trial for the ladies. And she's going to set the standard at 9:85. Sub 10-second lap for Ro. That's pretty impressive for her.
Again, you know, considering that they don't get a whole lot of indoor skating, the fact that she's able to come out here and skate a 9.8 and probably could actually skate 4 or 5 of those, again, because of her conditioning and her strength. She could skate probably 3 or 4 of those in a row.
You know, when you watch her skate, you go, man, what would that have been on the road or on the track? Because she's just got so much power.
Absolutely. You know, again, being mostly outdoor skaters or only outdoor skaters, those guys, that's all they know. And a 200-meter bank track coated with terrazas is the only thing they know. And when you come in here and it adds load to the legs and it increases the G-force, these guys are still able to really pick it up in speed, crank through around those corners.
Well, speaking of cranking corners, we got Cheyenne Moses, the Auburn, Washington native. Cheyenne is also a freshman at the University of Washington. Go Dogs. Sorry for all you folks watching on the eastern side of the mountains. There may be Cougars fans. But Cheyenne, more of a sprinter type. Let's see if Cheyenne can throw down something faster than a 9.85 set by Ro Burbell from Argentina. All right, here she goes. She's building it up now as she hits the NSC timeline. She's got 1 lap to go. Cheyenne definitely known for her acceleration, able to hold that first corner. Let's see if she can hold corner number 2. She holds it pretty tight, and she's going to finish with a time of 9:47. We've got a new leader, Cheyenne Moses, running a 9:47.
That one definitely looked a little bit quicker than Rose. You know, again, based on the indoor experience, these girls just carry so much speed through the turns, and again, it's far more efficient. It was just that was a great one-lapper by Shanna. You know, even though she's got a great start, she's known for her sprint and start. That right there just shows how smooth she can be too.
Absolutely.
At that top speed.
And here goes another college student, Missy Perry. Again, not known as a sprinter, but somehow is always in the top 3 at the end of the sprint.
That's right. You know, it's the old chicken or the egg adage that, you know, skaters say, oh, I want to win marathons. But to win a marathon, you still got to have endurance. And when you get that endurance, you still got to have a sprint at the end to win the sprint, you know. So a lot of athletes are like, oh, yeah, I'm an endurance skater. I don't have to worry about sprints. But no, you got to worry about sprints because athletes like this that can go the distance and still sprint at the end are everywhere.
And I'll tell you what, Missy is always impressive as an individual, always the first one to lend a helping hand. What a great ambassador for the sport. Well, here she goes. She's not worried about being ambassador right now. She's worried about turning and burning. And here she goes. Wow, corner number 1 looked almost flawless. And here she goes stepping into corner number 2. And Missy's going to finish with a time of 9.18, Josh. Holy smokes.
Wow.
Don't label her a distance skater.
That's close to our record, a woman's record of 8.9. I mean, that's going to be a real tough time to beat,
Absolutely.
even for Erin and for Francesca.
Yeah, you bet.
It's going to be tough, you know.
That's going to be tough. She definitely set a standard that's going to be pretty tough to live up to. So let's see if our next skater can do that. We've got Mackenzie Brown, the Pennsylvania native. Again, another skater known for her sprinting. Let's see if Mackenzie can crank something out faster than a 9.18.
That's right. You know, don't let those big, strong quads fool you. She's not just a power skater. She's got great foot speed, too. Good
Absolutely.
technique, solid technique, but really good foot speed. That, again, comes from that track cycling now that she's been doing for the last 2 years.
Which has certainly been paying off for her. You really
Absolutely.
see the power in her stride is even better than it was a year ago. Well, looks like Mackenzie's got a fan or two in the crowd tonight. And just another great ambassador for our skaters. You know, Mackenzie frequents the Northwest quite a bit. She comes up for the battle in Seattle. She comes up for the NSC when it's here. Just a overall good person to be around in this sport. Well, here we go. Mackenzie Brown's going to see if she can beat the time of Melissa Perry.
I would
9:19.
And I would not be, that would definitely have to be a personal for her, but Mackenzie's skating looking really good. She's definitely going to get a personal, but we'll see if she can handle that. 9-1.
Well, she's throwing it down right now, Josh, and she's going to cross that NSC timeline in a time of
That's right, wow.
9:35. I'll tell you what, doesn't beat the time, but definitely impressive time for Mackenzie Brown.
Yeah, that's still a 0.2 of a second personal from her last fastest 100 meter. So, I mean, to be able to take a quarter of a second off, that's just huge. That goes to show how hard she's been training and how strong she is.
Absolutely. Well, definitely nothing to be ashamed of, but Missy Perry's still on top. Time of 9:18.
I know.
Well, I know the Pasquarella family is listening at home. Big shout out to you guys. Stephanie, we miss you up here. We're taking care of both your kiddos this time around, and Junior is definitely a hard worker. I like that guy. Looking forward to watching him in the endurance races tomorrow, vying for his shot at the NSC. Well, we've got our youngest skater in the NSC. We've got Allie Fander, the Puyallup native, Rogers High School. Allie, a multi-sport athlete. Does softball in the spring and doubling up in speed skating. Allie's got one of your favorite suits, I know. Got that pink and blue.
I love that color combination. It really pops on the floor nicely.
Well, she's looking awful poppy off the floor on her skates, and she's going to cross NSC timeline. 1 lap to go. Let's see what Allie can do. Another skater with a lot of just really effortless movement.
That's right,
She's
really
got good
efficient.
foot speed, but she's very efficient as well.
Yeah, extremely efficient.
And she got a super hawk there. Oh, my goodness.
Doesn't quite get the time, but wow, that looked really quick.
9:45 for Allie Fander.
Yeah, she came through that timeline with a lot of really good speed. I think it looked like down on the other end there, she might have had a bit of a skip or a stumble into the first turn there.
Yeah,
which
it looked
ended
like a
up
little
carrying.
bit of something. Looked like a little something at the beginning there that might have taken her chances away from being our fastest woman on skates tonight. But again, that 9:18, that's pretty impressive and still holding as our fastest lady on skates tonight. Well, if anyone's got something to say about it, it might be Erin Jackson. Erin Jackson, a 14-time podium placer, a 7-time event winner, one of the more decorated athletes in our sport. Still got robbed of that world championship in the 1,000 a couple years ago.
That's right.
If you can't tell, I'm still a little bitter about that. But Erin equally as impressive on the track. Now, Erin, she's pretty busy with derby, with outdoor, and really, she told me this weekend, she said, the only indoor ice skate now is NSC, which makes me feel pretty good about the league.
Absolutely.
Here she goes. 1 lap to go, and she is moving, Josh. Erin Jackson, one of the more powerful skaters. I don't care what gender. And here she goes. 9:05. Erin Jackson.
Wow.
Erin Jackson, she lowers her personal best by 0.13. Previous best of 9:28. Erin Jackson goes above and beyond that.
Wow, that was a great, great lap. She looked, again, it usually works out that the fastest guy or girl on the track is the one that looks like they're not going the hardest.
Absolutely.
They're putting everything down to the ground.
It's like you said, that was effortless.
Yep.
She's putting it all into the track and not losing very much in the process.
Absolutely not.
Well, here we go. Our current grand champs, the only one left. The only one that can lower that time of 9.05 is the number 13, the black suit, Francesca Bel Pasquarella. So Francesca has ran the fastest time in the 100 meters for the ladies' side at 8.97.
That's right, the only woman to hit 8.9 in the NSC.
Absolutely, and when you watch her, she's technically sound, she's extremely powerful, and she tried to give me the whole song and dance about, I'm not sure if I can skate, I've been skating ice. Well, I don't think she's going to forget how to skate anytime soon.
Absolutely not. You know, after skating ice for a number of years myself, it actually makes you more more hyper vigilant on your technique, on your inline. So I think she'll be just as strong.
Well, she's starting off fast already in her build-up lap, and she knows she's going to have something to beat that time of 9:05, but she looks like she might have something here, Josh.
I think so, too. I think this might be that 8.9 breaker.
I think this might be that 8.9 myself, and she hugs that last corner as tight as can be, and it's going to be 9:09, and she does not get it. 0.04 of a second, Josh.
Wow.
Splitting hairs gives no justice to what just happened.
Wow. 0.05 of a second. Unreal.
I'm not really sure what to say about that one because
I literally just got the chills. I mean, those goals were so close. That was a great 100-meter.
That was extremely competitive, and I tell you what,
it just
on
wasn't.
The scoreboard now, it's Jackson 2, Bel Pasquarella 1. But we all know what's coming up next, and
that's
the
right.
one that matters the most.
That's right. Heading to that Grand Champions race, you know, I don't know if I would say that Erin has the edge, but, you know, I would definitely say that based on the races she did win, even though she did cross the line first,